June.
A lot of people don't select Tim Duncan. I think for how great he is on. I was just about to say he's underrated.
Underrated.
But he's like one of the best power forwards of all time. Like top 2, top 3, maybe 1.
Maybe 1.
Well, you gotta say that now because you're a company man.
Maybe nah. This ain't mine.
We're here at 2K23 House of Greatness at Summer League, where NBA players and some of the 2K community are checking out 2K23 for the very first time.
The Raptors coming down the tunnel prior to the game. They're prepared to give their rabid fan base a night to remember. We welcome you from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. With Doris Burke, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. And with us tonight, an icon on the court, in the studio, and here at the broadcast table. How about that for an introduction, Candace Parker?
Thank you. I hope I live up to this intro, guys.
And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Pascal Siakam.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Jamal Murray. Nikola Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Lee in a shooting guard. And for the Raptors, Barnes is down low with Siakam. Van Vliet and Trent Jr. at the guard spots. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, small forward. Candace, Pascal Siakam had one of the greatest games in NBA Finals history. He scored 32 points in Game 1 of the 2019 showdown with the Warriors.
Yes, he shot 82% in that game. Pascal Siakam, when he's doing both, he's not just settling for jump shots. He's mixing it up, getting to the rim, getting to that mid-range game, and then knocking down the 3. He honestly is at his best.
I'm watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And Toronto has possession. It's a 3-point game. It's stolen. In transition, here they come. And Jokic throws it down.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Just give Jokic the ball, and he'll take care of the rest.
Here's Lee with the drive, and he jams it home with authority.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Trent from long range gets the 3 to fall. And we've seen how successful teams can be with Siakam as the second option. Candace, you think he can be a first option type of player?
I think Pascal Siakam definitely has the tools to be a first option. I think as an organization, you need to put pieces around him for him to be successful. Pascal has to play in transition. So as long as you can continue to surround him with three-point shooters, it'll bring the best out of him as well as the team.
Well, no doubt he's going to put in the work. Now here's Van Vliet. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. Timeout called, the Raptors.
Because they play in different conferences, these teams don't really see each other all that much. Makes it interesting here.
Right. They'll meet 2 times this year, East versus West. Let's see which team can enforce their style of play.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Trent finds Anunoby. Inside. Rejected by Jokic.
Assertive defense from Jokic, using all of his reach to get on top of the shot and deny it.
For Denver, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Well, Candace, you got in well over a decade in the WNBA. I want to know how the mental aspect of the game helps to compensate for any loss of athleticism, let's just say.
Man, BA, loss of athleticism? Man, I'll take it. I'm seasoned. That's what I call myself, a seasoned vet. But, honestly, I think it is. The game slows down as you get older. And it doesn't just slow down for you. You can control the game. And change of speed is important. It doesn't matter how unathletic you get.
And we just got a second look there at an exceptional... There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Hits the trifecta. Denver has gone 4 of 8 from outside in this first quarter. From behind the arc. On target from range. Lee's got 11 points.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
And that one's good.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Knocked loose. The 3 is up. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And so it's Denver earning this break in the action, up 10. They've been lights out from deep, and it's a big reason why they have a lead in this one. We'll be right back. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Denver.
Their frenetic defense has been impressive, putting ball handlers on the defensive and turning them over as well.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
Well, the Raptors shooting a solid 53% from the floor. And you knew you loved basketball early on, but when did broadcasting come into the picture, Candace?
Yeah, I grew up with 2 older brothers, and all we did was debate on our couch watching basketball. So honestly, I'd like to say I've been broadcasting since I can remember, but to have an opportunity to broadcast along some of the icons in the game, players that I grew up with, and like you yourself, just listening to all the time, it's a huge opportunity. I definitely don't take it for granted.
And as your brothers would add, Candace loves to talk.
They told you to say that, huh? They put you up to that.
We've got Barnes, Thaddeus Young out there with Kim Birch. Then it's Fred VanVleet, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Jokic is checked in for Najee.
Nikola Jokic.
Barton against Barnes. VanVleet on the wing. The 3. Got a piece of it.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Candace, the WNBA has just reached its 25th anniversary. You've been a big part of the league for a lot of that time. What changes have you noticed through the years?
Well, the league has definitely grown. It's 25 years, and I like to say 25 years young. I think we have a whole lot more upside. The style of play is changing, and it's definitely benefiting watching and it being entertainment. So I think that we need to continue to grow our game, maybe a couple expansion teams, bigger rosters, so that...
Coming on the floor for the away team.
Now Trent, give him 8. Boucher outside. Pass to Barnes. All right, how about our special guest, Candace Parker? Candace, thanks for coming by and dropping some knowledge on us.
I appreciate it. Happy to do it anytime, BA.
And the basket by Lee.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
Boucher outside. Nabbing another steal. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Off the charts indeed, BA. I mean, he's just taking the ball away with ease.
And the basket by Lee.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number one on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And so it's Denver, up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. And they've racked up a ton of turnovers. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. I'm here alongside Coach Malone, and Coach, a strong first half for this team. What was clicking for you?
I love that ball movement, taking care of the ball, and that's something we've been harping on. Make a play for somebody else, and I thought we had many examples of that.
Got to help yourself. Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hi, folks. Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. Looking at Denver, Kenny, what was your impression?
Well, the bench came in and helped them run away with this one. Tremendous job of getting loose, getting open, and drilling shots. You always want that spark off the bench, and these guys delivered.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
They're getting abused in the paint defensively. Their opponents set the tone. Can't match up physically, you're toast. And that's what the scoreboard is reflecting right now. Toast with butter.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Well, you were Rookie of the Year back in 1995, Grant. For young guys coming into the league, how difficult are expectations right out of the gate?
Well, rookies these days are way younger than when I played. I mean, I was 22 my first year in the league after 4 years in college. So, you know, I think we have to give these young players time to develop and learn how to become great in the NBA.
On the court for Denver, Michael Porter out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Lee in at the two-guard spot.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience. You know, they continue to feed him the ball, and he keeps delivering. The leading scorer in this one.
Toronto has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Ooh, poked away. Gordon with it. Van Vliet covering. Here's Lee. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
He swipes the ball away again.
Got to be careful around him.
Man, he's been incredible at coming up with steals.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Boy, we are so lucky to have so many outstanding young role models in the NBA. Aaron Gordon did fantastic work in the community in Orlando when he was a member of the Magic.
And the Raptors with some changes. Achua's checked in for Barnes. Mikhailuk comes in for Trent. And it's Flynn in for Fred VanVleet. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. And they're running. Oh, wow! dribble, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
To end the run, and Siakam with the lay-in. Siakam's got 6 points. Gordon making a donation to support homeless kids in local schools. Also, Aaron producing a video to help spread awareness in Central Florida.
Gosh, that video was so special. Aaron said, quote, potential is universal. Opportunity, not so much. That's where we come in, unquote. Boy, just great to have guys like Aaron in the league caring about the youth in their community and trying to make an impact with their influence.
Well, the Raptors shooting a nice 50% for the game. Here's Lee. And good! There's another!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Siakam against Green. On the break. Here's Lee. And the three-pointer goes. Lee's got 53 points.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Siakam against Barton. Here's Lee. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. Now a timeout called by Denver.
Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there.
Here for the Raptors. Birch, he's checked in for Siakam. Boucher comes in for Achua. And it's Brooks in for Flynn. Here's Lee. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist. Morris has got 3 assists in the game.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Here's Lee. He got it again. Sensational. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Going all the way to the rack. Yep, that one's good. Cousins has got his second basket on the night.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
And the basket by Mikhailu.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good wrestle.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 3 in the second half. Tries it from 16, and the basket by Lee.
And at any level of basketball, the turnover differential can make all the difference.
Boucher passes to Brooks. Back to Boucher. There's the triple. Knocks down the triple. Boucher's got 6 points.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Pass to Lee. There's 21 seconds left in the third. Takes the 3. Nails it from 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's Denver, showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and focused right now. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Thaddeus Young, also Kim Birch out there, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
We've been watching him hold court out at the arc. Just an unforgettable performance tonight.
Outside Young. Brooks outside. Back to Barnes. Here's Mikhailuk. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Drills it from deep. Lee's got 6 here in the quarter.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And they're on the break for the finish. Yet another bucket.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Yet another steal from him.
Got to be careful around him.
Man, he's been incredible at coming up with steals. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Defensively, they've played with a high energy level tonight, and all the steals we've seen a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, and something else that served them well are all the turnovers they've caused and the points that have come along with those.
The shot by Mikhailuk, no good. Denver has gone 2 of 2 from outside. So, whoa!
Well, you love it. DeMarcus Cousins drawing the defensive attention and still has the court awareness to make the play.
Toronto's gone 1 for 2 from deep in this fourth quarter. Pass to Mikhailuk. Down low to stop the run. And Young slams it in.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Now here's Brooks. He's covered closely. In transition, here they come.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Now here's Barnes, tightly guarded. Pass to Birch. Here's Mikhailuk. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Barnes. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Denver has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. And it's good. He hits another one.
90 points. A legendary performance.
We will be talking about this one for a long, long time. Pass to Birch. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Birch has gotten his first basket of the night.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside. They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. Young against Green. Pass to Barnes. Looking to win the run. Here's Birch. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Any possession that ends with him finishing at the rim is ideal.
Here's Lee. And it's Toronto with a rebound. 58 seconds left to play in the fourth. Pass to Rivers. Here's the three. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Now here's Brooks. And they're on the run. Here's Lee. And yes, another basket.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Man, they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock.
DeMarcus Cousins proving you don't have to be a high flyer to block shots. That's about positioning and timing.
Lee misses. Now here's Barnes. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Nicola, you really asserted your impact right from the opening tip. What was the key to your success tonight?
I mean, it's not just me, it's of course my teammates. I think we opened the game really good in the first quarter, and we just continued to play aggressive, and that's how we won the game.
Always giving credit to his teammates, guys.
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Cade, what do you think about NBA 2K23 so far?
I like it. I like the animations.
What are the biggest differences?
And yeah, I like the graphics too. I feel like the faces look a little more clear, look more realistic. So it's cool. I like the game so far.
Since we talked to you last, you got scanned in NBA 2K22.
Yeah.
What has your life been like, and what is it like kind of seeing yourself in the video game every single day?
Yeah, it's crazy.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. And thank you for joining us for this Valentine's Day presentation of the NBA. It's a matchup you're going to love right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Thursday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings.
And for that matchup with the Kings, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Thank you very much, Kevin. Well, Cole Anthony has made a name for himself when it comes to hitting cold-blooded game winners. He said, I do this, man. I was bred for this. I'm not the type to go hide. I live for these ending moments in games. Crunch time, that's my time.
Just like his dad right next to me. David, thank you very much. Well, here we are, Clark, at the midway point of the season. Lots of guys banged up. Is it hard to decide for a player when to play through an injury and when to sit?
Yeah, you know, so many factors to consider there, Kevin. I mean, is the injury going to get worse by you trying to play? Is it a matter of pain tolerance and you won't do any additional damage? So that's the delicate dance you're trying to figure out when you're considering playing while not being 100%. The biggest one to me is obviously, is it a long-term impact if you continue to play?
A look at the Magic starting group. Wendell Carter is out there with Wagner. Then there's Buddy Hield. Then it's Murray with the dunk.
Boy, slick pass by Murray. He makes such an effort to create for his teammates.
And Lee with the stuff.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Nuggets.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Lee with the steal. Over Anthony. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
And, guys, if the defense pays too much attention to Murray as a scorer, he can find his teammates with the pass.
And you know what, Greg? That surprised me. Watching him just the 1 year in Kentucky, I didn't know he had that in his package, but he's a terrific passer. And you're right. His feel for the game is outstanding.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Morris is checked. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Lee really making a difference here.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Moment here now to see the numbers for Markelle Fultz.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
Now one near Suggs as he lets it go. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
For a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Lee's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Nuggets.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Got a piece of it. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Lopez against Cousins. The open shot, Suggs. Wide open shot is on the money. Suggs has got his second basket of the night. Lee outside. Another 3 for Denver.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lee with the steal. And so it's Denver riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly. Resume our Valentine's Day broadcast. Glad to have you with us. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
The Nuggets leading by 23. We've got Lee. Bill Barton is out there with Gordon. It's Najee in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
That's tipped. Lee with the ball. Now guarded by Fultz. A finish.
Yes, sir.
That was incredible.
Oh, man. And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points. Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
And in 2021, we saw Tim Duncan enter the Hall of Fame with others. You think of his iconic bank shot, and Clark, why don't more players, you think, perfect that shot?
Well, you know what? Shots that are that iconic are really hard to master. So I think some legends have just perfected something that few others can master in the same way. That's part of it. And then the other part of it is that the game is so different now. It's a three-point shooting game. You don't necessarily need a signature shot. If you can shoot it from deep and drive it, then you can play in today's NBA.
Lee goes in.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Three-pointer. Another three for Denver.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. It's ironic that while the league took refuge in Orlando to complete the 2020 season, the Magic has had no reprieve from the rash of injuries that affected its top young players the last few years. This team is well coached and plays hard. Hopefully their fortunes will change when it comes to health. Guys?
All right, David, thank you. Pass to Isaac. Orlando moving the ball around. Oh, and here we go with Lee. Nobody back. And Lee with the stuff.
And Gordon using his cat-like quickness there to disrupt the passing lanes, leading to the transition hoop.
Now, Suggs. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Lee's running.
Oh, no! Watch out below. Come on now. Throw it down.
He's a brave man. You're risking life and limb trying to move like that.
He couldn't pass it up, though, right? Letting it all go.
You know, that's exactly what the fans love to see, guys. I mean, they're paying good money, big money. They want wins, but they also want to be entertained.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. The shot's good. 8 points for him.
And really the transition defense starting to let them down.
The last 4 buckets they've surrendered have come in transition. At some point, you've got to make an adjustment.
Another 3 for Denver.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. And a chance here to go to our rookie leaderboard and give a nod to the best long-range bombers of the past month. And you take a look at Lee. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
You know, coming into the NBA, you knew he could stroke it from long range. And over the past month, he's shown us exactly that.
Just a high level of efficiency. That's the key. I mean, quality of shots he takes, but also his fundamentals. Anyone can host a launch party. This guy is consistent ATM.
Good, he hits again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. 1:46 left in the second quarter. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. up going with a whole new group. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Nuggets ahead, just dominating this one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Joined by Mike Malone. Coach, what did you like most about your team's play in the first half?
Well, energy. We were able to get stops, get out and run, and that's the pace that we have to play at. More of the same defense, take care of it, give them one shot, and then get out and run, get out and attack.
You kept them on their heels, Coach. We'll see if that continues. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Looking at Denver, Kenny, give us your take.
They had a tremendous first half from the three-point line. Their shot selection was pretty sound, considering how many threes they took. And the confidence of the shooters, now that's outstanding.
Looking at Orlando, Shaq, your thoughts?
The shooting percentage they allowed was through the roof. Their coach should absolutely be ripping into the defensive end. They need to take some pride on the other end. Just lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What can you say? Lee, an impressive effort here today.
Well, with a double-double in hand through two quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Checking out the group for Steven Silas to start the second half. They've got Wagner. Hield is out there with Anthony. Then there's Carter. And it's Bamba in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Anthony. Tipped away. Lee with the steal. Again, the Nuggets score.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the Flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Poke loose. For the three. Again, what an avalanche.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Hield with the bucket.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Lee gets the bucket.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And you talk to Murray. He said it was a lot of fun to grow up in Canada. Wanted to prove that you can play ball there and still get to where you need to go. It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Good, another from three.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And here is Hield. 5 points in the game. To stop the run, Bamba trying to break free.
Explosive play by Hield, taking off and slamming that one down before the D could react.
Lee gets the bucket. And as a prep, Murray formed a duo with Thon Maker to defeat some top American schools.
And Murray blew up in some of the showcases. 5-star recruit, top 10 pick. Canada producing yet another exceptional talent. As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And they have come out of halftime in fuego.
Hield outside. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 3 assists now in this one.
boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help. He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Lee with the steal. For the finish. And Lee with the stuff.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Knocks it loose. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end. And you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
From past the arc. And another one falls. Amazing.
81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. Anthony kicks to Carter. Lee with the steal. Oh, and here we go with Lee. Nobody back. Oh, and he jams it right over Wendell Carter. Wow.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
That one falls.
And how about the pressure they're able to now start to apply, taking advantage of every miscue?
Guys, the big advantage has really been the points off turnover.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
For Orlando, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. From outside the arc. Another bucket. Wow.
90. A legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Cole Anthony.
Anthony's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Lee outside. Another 3 for Denver.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
They get a hand on it. He swipes the ball away again.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Yeah, you're right. An absolute pest on the defensive end. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Hield finds Bamba. Murray against Anthony. Pass to Hield. Back to Carter. Bamba trying to break free, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. We have got to see that sensational Mobile One block again.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
So both teams changing it up here. Lee outside. Drops in the tray.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Murray. And there's Maverick. And it's Morris in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
The versatility of Carter Jr. I mean, he can shoot off 1 to 2 dribbles as well as off the catch.
No good from Lee. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Orlando Magic. The pass to Suggs. Wagner with it. Good ball movement here by the Magic. And then Carter with the jam.
With obvious length and jumping ability, Carter Jr. can get it going above the rim and make it look easy.
Here's Lee outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 5 assists tonight. Lee with the steal. Beyond the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
We've heard the calls for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this offseason came a lot of opportunity.
Hey, Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront. And I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nuggets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Yeah, you know, I thought the result might be a little different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. And now they'll have to wait till next year for a shot at revenge.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Matthew.
I thought his active hands were a big help. I mean, he took some chances on defense, and his gambles paid off. He got a bunch of steals.
Lee, that's good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Knocked loose. Carter kicks to Hampton. And another steal for him.
And you got to be careful around him.
You know, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far. Drains the three-pointer.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Oh!
My goodness.
And he hammers in the reverse slam.
And, guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
He's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Aaron. You're on a good roll right now. How confident are you can keep this going?
Yeah, but things change really quickly in this league. You know, 1 week is different from another, so you got to not get too high, not get too low, stay even keeled, and just take it one game at a time.
Well, you just ripped off 5 cliches in a row. I'm sure you're going to keep ripping off those wins as well. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
But life is good. Life is good for sure.
Any critique of yourself in the video game? Anything we could do better?
I just wish my jumper was a little more consistent, but maybe I got to show something in the season. We'll see, though. But maybe on this one, we can get my jumper a little better.
All right.
We'll see.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next, for the Warriors, they've captured 5th place in the West. Now they hope to advance that position as we come down the back nine. Coming up next, don't go anywhere. Great to have you with us. We are set to get you over the hump this Wednesday night with another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Chris Webber. Allie LaForce joins us as well. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, B.A. Well, Warriors coach Steve Kerr said, quote, "This team is full of joy and laughter, and that's how Stephen is." Curry explains, quote, "I've always had a joyous disposition. Playing basketball, I was the goofy kid, having fun, doing what I love. I don't think I've ever lost that. I just enjoy it." Guys?
Well, it shows, Allie. Thanks. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Andrew Wiggins.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Jamal Murray. Nikola Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Lee in at the shooting guard position. And for the Warriors, the core of the dynasty all out there. Splash Brothers in the backcourt with Draymond at 4. Wiseman is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And Grant, you look at these rosters, a lot of talent in the backcourt.
Oh, a sign of the times, B.A. Agility and skill is in demand, and that is on display tonight.
Now Jokic. Pass to Lee. Three-pointer. Sinks it from distance.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Oh, these fans are pumped. I expect them to be loud tonight. Should be a great game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive role.
Now, here's Green. Here's Lee. Over Green. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Lee's got 7 points in the game.
They've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Gets the 3-ball to go. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Denver.
They're setting the tone early with their defense, keeping the pressure on and taking chances. And they've got a bunch of steals to show for it.
The other thing that's been effective so far tonight is their fast break. A lot of points coming on the run.
About a minute played here so far in the first. Now a timeout called by Denver.
And in the last meeting, they were the better defensive team. They were the disruptors, causing turnovers all over the place.
And that's what led them to a blowout win. Offensively, they were solid, but their defense was what really carried them.
midpoint of the season. A great time to check out the power rankings. Gives you a good idea of how teams stack up. You look at Charlotte, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
When I look at Denver, they've been such a welcome surprise. Not many people thought they could be this good, but they continue to relish the role of underdog. And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
That's tipped. Wiseman, pass to Curry. He's got a clear path. Here's Lee, and he dunks it down.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Curry with it, checked by Murray. That one goes in.
What a critical bucket. This game could have gotten out of hand early if they allowed that run to go much longer. And looking at the career of Curry, his legacy is set. The titles, records, numbers all cemented him as a legend.
He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it. Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
At times, some have doubted Curry's legacy. Hard to make a case against him, though, in my opinion.
I agree, B.A. He has produced in every capacity. It's just a matter of how great he is. One of the top 3 point guards of all time.
Here's Lee. Really played well against Orlando in his last game.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Lee's gone 4 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Green, the pass to Curry. From deep 3-point range. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Lee into the lane. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter.
Warriors.
Lee's got 22.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Timeout called. The Warriors. Their last game, a win against the Clippers. Looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game. And the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
They were flat out sniping from deep. They look very comfortable pulling the trigger on the road.
We'll go with a different look here. Payton's checked in for Wiseman. Kuminga comes in for Green. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Wiggins. And it's Poole in for Curry. Now here's Poole. Really played well against the Clippers in his last game. Nabbing another steal.
He's able to anticipate their every move.
An absolute pest on the defensive end.
They're turning it over, and their opponent isn't. That's the difference.
And out of bounds, Denver will have it.
Ball goes to the away team.
And these are the best teams this season when it comes to converting points off turnovers. Number 1, Denver.
And when you turn it over against these guys, they make you pay for it. They lead the league in points off turnovers.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Here's Lee. Sinks the tray.
Three-pointer.
Lee's got 28.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
Knocks it loose. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
Now here's Poole. He's been contributing over 15 a game. Here's the break. Jumps up. Oh!
trying to tear the hinges off the rim.
And that one is hammered home.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Here's Kuminga. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Lee, guarded by Poole. Lets it go from deep. Hits a three-pointer.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting stronger.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. He swipes the ball away again. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Off the charts indeed, BA. I mean, he's just taking the ball away with ease. They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
They certainly found something along the perimeter. Just an onslaught of three-point bombs.
JaMychal Green, number 3.
There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter here. Nails it from beyond the arc. Lee's got 43 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Kuminga. Outside Porter. Will it go? Rebounded by Green. From deep. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, BA. Unbelievable.
And so it's Denver, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a and the championship medal of Stephen Curry, not in question. He understands the mental approach necessary to win.
Stay in the moment and just focus on here and now. We have to follow that kind of game plan. Stay in the moment, do what we do every single night, and go get it.
Well, in years past, the Warriors were the juggernaut. Grant, now they've got some competition.
And Steph, one of 4 players in NBA history to win multiple scoring titles, rings, and league MVPs. I mean, BA, you can't argue with his methods.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Great offensive energy in that period. They're clearly on a mission.
Yeah, and now they got to find a way to keep it going, keep growing that lead.
On the court for Denver, we've got Jeff Green. He's out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Barton in at the small forward position. As a Rookie of the Year award winner yourself, Grant, what do you see as the biggest challenge facing today's rookies?
I honestly think with all the information and expectations, the hardest thing for young players today is meeting those expectations because of all the great rookies who've come before and gone on and had success right away. That pressure a lot of times can be a lot for a young player entering the league.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, how do I put this? Nikola Jokic, not the most chiseled physique. He said when he first made the NBA, there were no muscles. None. Now I have a couple, he said. To be honest, I like being a little bit heavier because guys are pushing me. I need that weight. It's funny they say, quote, he's not even in shape. I'm playing in 80 games, and they still say it. Crying?
Joker indeed, Allie. Thanks for that.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Without question, they put up so many high percentage.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Denver Nuggets delivering the blowout. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks a lot, guys. Head coach Steve Kerr here with us now. Coach, what do you want to see from this team in the second half?
Well, we got to make some stops and get a little traction in this game. I mean, we fell behind right away, and so let's make a push the first 4 or 5 minutes, get back in the game.
Thank you, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Means the world, doesn't it?
Miss you.
Yeah, so big. For the Nuggets, Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
They were in such a groove that entire first half, especially on the offensive end. Good play calling, good execution, and by and large, they take great shots.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
It's their defense that's put them in this spot, giving up easy looks all over the place. It's like they don't have even a game plan in place. Check out the field goal. Oh, that's not going to cut it, Ernie. I don't even want to talk about it no more.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Here's Curry. The core of the dynasty all out there. Splash Brothers in the backcourt with Draymond at 4. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Wiseman. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Shots good by Thompson.
This is Thompson's calling card. A lethal three-point shooter with unlimited range.
Watching Wiggins work on offense, I mean, he's one of the few players that can always get a shot. He's often the bailout option for the team.
From outside the arc. Hits yet again. Wow.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. The ball's knocked loose. Here's Lee. And got it. Another basket. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And they're pushing it up. For 3. Here's Gordon. Pass to Lee. Over Green. Another one falls. Amazing. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Here's the break. Here's Lee. Oh, my goodness.
That
was a ridiculous slam.
No one's stopping that one. Wow. Good awareness by Murray. Sees a hole in the defense and feeds the guy ready to exploit it.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Wiggins has the quickness and length to create a shot for himself anytime.
You can ISO at the top of the key or wing. I mean, if you only want him to do it when the shot clock is winding down, it's always a nice option to have on the floor.
And he lobs it up top. Hammers the lob through.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Unfortunately for them, they're reeling at this point.
So true. Very little going their way right now at either end of the floor.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
Yet another steal from him.
Got to be careful around him.
Man, he's been incredible at coming up with steals. And that'll be Golden State's ball as it goes out of bounds. Warriors able to keep possession. And the Warriors make some change.
Substitution on the court.
On the court for the Nuggets, Nikola Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Lee in at the 2 spot. To the paint. And another one.
Goes to
oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Denver.
All those block shots, that's a clear indicator of the great D they've been playing, not giving them an inch of space out there.
It also seems like they're taking a lot of pride in their rebounding tonight, especially offensively. And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
But when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Well, Grant, it seems like more and more game time is spent with officials huddled around a monitor. You think instant replay has been a positive thing for the league?
Well, for the most part, I think it has been a positive thing. I enjoy it. I think it brings a level of transparency, and also it's important to get the call right. But at times, it does disrupt the flow of a game, and players can't be consumed about winning every call all the time.
Najee, he's checked in for Gordon. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Moody could.
Yeah, can't afford to leave someone open around Curry. He's great at keeping his head on a swivel.
Here's Lee. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 5th assist in this one. And there's a minute 45 left in the 4th. Here's Iguodala. Rejected by Jokic.
Assertive defense from Jokic, using all of his reach to get on top of the shot and deny it.
Substitution for the away team, JaMychal Green, Jeff Green, Austin Rivers.
Curry!
1:36 left to play in the 4th quarter. Moody from outside. Rebounded by Green. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting 60% here in the 4th quarter. Terrific efficiency. And the basket by Lee.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
Well, as long as they're hitting like this, how can you blame them? They're on a tear.
And out of bounds. Denver will have it. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Oh, connects again.
90 points, a legendary performance.
We will be talking about this one for a long, long time. Again, what an avalanche.
He just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on. Grant, as someone who played abroad on Team USA, how exciting is it to see how much more international the league has become?
It's fantastic, no question. You know, back then we saw so many talented foreign stars playing internationally, but now the best really do all find their way here to the NBA.
Here's Curry. 1:04 left in the 4th quarter. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's Lee, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
This is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
He swipes the ball away again.
Got to be careful around him.
Man, he's been incredible at coming up with steals.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Nabbing another steal. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Off the charts indeed, B.A. I mean, he's just taking the ball away with ease. And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no life at the end of the time.
And here's Denver. This one for 3. Counted from distance.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Let's talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
And he gets the bucket.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with the comfortable lead.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Chris Webber, and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We thank you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time.